Welcome to the kitchen where all our food's a conversation. You came to the right place. Get ready for a taste. Please come on into my classroom. We'll cook food and soon you'll pass through. It's great that you're past the door. Now what are you waiting for? Let's prep for a plethora of meals. You'll surely want to taste of it. So delicious and so surreal. Let's eat to our heart's content. So many dishes, so much time. I'll try yours and you can try mine.
Bonbonwa, Jake Kabanoff here. We're here in Stockholm, Sweden, checking out one of the local supermarkets. So I'm gonna be very kind of careful with filming here just because they had armed security at the front of the store. So I just didn't want to call attention to myself really, especially with so many problems with vloggers that think it's funny to go to places and act stupid, so didn't want to come off like one of those guys. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the grocery stores here. It was kind of interesting. This right here served no purpose really, but I just thought it was interesting that they hung their donuts up on a hook. And this here, let me tell you, Google Translate was my friend when it came to finding this stuff. So right now, let's go ahead and start cooking. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to make salmon with some potatoes, and I got some broccoli. I don't have the broccoli out just yet, but it is going to be part of the dish. So for Swedish cuisine, what we're going to do is we've got some dill on our salmon. They use a lot of fish here. Herring, I think, is one of the more popular ones, but we just went with salmon. Dill is also very common in Swedish dishes, so we got that. I'm going to do a sauce very similar to Swedish meatballs. So first, let's go ahead and get our potatoes done. Let's go ahead and move over here. First, I got a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Let's go ahead and get ready to go. So I've got some minced garlic here. Go ahead and season it. And put a lid on it. Now, we're going to move on to the sauce. Like I said, this is a variation of Swedish meatball sauce. Just kind of going off of memory here. So just to kind of capture that, I'm going to use beef stock. I normally would use chicken stock. In fact, that's usually my go-to when it comes to the like really anything stock related. So let's make sure we season this as well. Now Google Translate was absolutely my friend when going in the store. So we got some heavy cream here. I use a little bit of that. And we've got sour cream. And let's go ahead and add our beef stock. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start the salmon. One of the reasons I wanted the dill to sit on the salmon is I wanted it to absorb the ingredients. So dill is very widely used here in Sweden. I actually asked the Airbnb host about the dish. Did she think it was Swedish enough? And she said that it sounded very Swedish to her. And she said we use a lot of dill here. So you know that. So I think I made the right call with the dill covered salmon. I'm gonna add a little more olive oil in here. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the salmon in the pan. So the broccoli I cooked that the same way I pretty much do every time. Just, you know, olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, boom. So I rested it on top of the potatoes, put the broccoli right next to it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the sauce. to the top of the salmon. And then we'll be ready to eat. And I'm going to garnish this with a parsley leaf. And then here we go. Here is our Swedish dish.